All right, everybody, I want to take this time to kind of show you what some on-site training looks like and kind of how somebody like me who's been doing this for decades tries to train somebody who's never done this before. Now, I'll be honest with you, all my guys are very, very talented guys, okay? I wouldn't even have nobody around me if they weren't extremely talented, had skills, had traits and things that made them special. Yeah, but the reality is they don't they don't really have the skills as far as finishing pulling board and things like that. Okay, the reality is they're not as polished with their wide range of skills that I am. Okay, I've been doing decades, man. I'm telling you right now, as far as on a concrete field, like there's absolutely nothing that I can't do. Like I can do literally every single thing, like every single thing.
Hi.
Hi, every day. Thank you, baby. Ooh, how did I hear? This is a lot for the morning. I'm gonna do the best I can to eat it all. I'm glad you gave me these specs too. Thank you, girl. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I love it. Sorry. But at the end of the day, this is an attempt, like I'm trying to get my guys, more skilled and things like that. I was able to start my business once I knew everything, okay? If you don't know everything, you can't do everything, you cannot start a business. You cannot be a business owner. I mean, you can try to iron go there. I don't recommend it. But if you do know everything and you're very good at everything, like you're ready to go. And that's where I'm at with my guys, okay? I want to train, get them ready. Honestly, if I'm opening my heart and just telling you my goals and dreams, is like I want to retire in a couple years, you know what I mean? And I want to just give this business to my guys. I feel like they deserve it. I think it's a nice thing to do. Sure, I could just sell all of my equipment and take the, I don't know, $40,000-$50,000 all my equipment's worth and just, do whatever. But it seems silly. Like I got a good money-making machine. Like why wouldn't I pass that and give that to somebody else and let them, chase and make their dreams, wishes and dreams come true. So that's really where I'm at with it. But in order to do that, like, I have to train these two guys. Like, I have to train Walter and Jeremy to do what I do, and that's what this is. So that's what today was. An attempt for me to obviously try to help them, teach them what I know. Honestly, at the end of the day, they just don't have enough experience doing these type of hard tasks and doing these type of tasks in general. Like both of them are extremely smart, extremely adaptive. They have all the tools. Like if I'm being honest, like you could just look at Walter. He's built well, bro. He's obscenely big, strong. But what comes with those muscles is a cardio deficiency there. Like those muscles require a lot of cardio. Jeremy's much smaller build in general, very strong, but has like this cardio that you just can't explain. Like if anybody that's worked with Jeremy, like I said, man, he just got that type of cardio that really blows people away. It was very good, baby. Thank you. I tried it all the hot.
You took it to the video.
I took it. It's gonna be on the video.
You put it on the video.
It's on the video. It's there. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's funny because like Jeremy, like for example, he's good at like wheeling concrete. Like back in the day, I got a power buggy. Obviously, that's what I do. So you've watched my videos before. You know I pull board, man. It's just what I do. I command the pour, and I'll try to go through a lot of things and just explain the pour in general. But I'm running power buggy, so I'm gonna show you how I like to run power buggy. I've probably done enough talk. It's already a 3-minute intro, man. So let's get into it right now. But this is what training on the job looks like. All right, everybody. First things first, when I get on the power buggy, I mean, it's a pretty simple machine, man. You steer it. It's got a throttle on the right hand. I mean, it's got an automatic brake, meaning like when I lay off that gas, it stops. It's got an automatic brake. Okay, so it doesn't roll, anything like that. So, just something, just features that you should know. On the left hand, it goes up and down. Okay, you go pull up, the bucket goes this way. I mean, it's pretty simple. Can't miss on it. One thing I will say, like in general, like this, what I'm doing right here, this hand motion, you need to have a relationship with this driver. Okay, don't just let this drive. He can't see what's going on in the bucket. Okay, I'm telling him when to turn it on and off. It leaves me in control. Some people wonder why their buckets, they're not in control. Like you just gotta have a relationship with them. You just do. I'm telling you that. It don't seem like a lot, but you just, in my opinion, you gotta do it. Other than that, dude, I'm like Dale Earnhardt Jr., dude. I'm trying to get in and out here, bro. I'm not here to fuck around, bro. I got it full speed. I got it maxed out, but I'm rolling. I am rolling. Oh, the Stay Cool one? That is a good one. You can bring it down, show them? Yeah, you could show them, girl. You want to introduce it? You got to tell them what it is. Yes, it's Stay Cool. That's what it says. Miranda did a good job on that one, girl.
No, I didn't make it.
Oh, you did not make it?
No.
Who made it?
We went to the dollar store and got it.
Oh.
I got it.
I appreciate your honesty. And put it back up there. Thank you.
I'm trying to like color something like that could be good.
Okay. I hear you, girl.
You're gonna
So
make,
get back in the video.
make
Sorry, it's a
them
one swipe and go.
if you're gonna make skeleton, I don't.
Girl, I do gotta. I need to stay focused on this because I got a comment on it. So I gotta go watch this video. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you, girl. I'm just trying to watch this.
You're fine.
Okay. Well, thank you. I just didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. Because you know I love you every day. And I like to listen to you every day.
No, you don't.
Whatever. You know that's not true.
You're not true.
You're gonna go somewhere.
You're gonna go.
Alright. That's enough, girl. Thank you. Here I'm trying to get some angles. At first I was like gonna disregard that bottle, and then now I'm not disregarding that bottle. I want to move for it. But in the power buggy too, like it's important to get angles and stuff. Like I said, man, I try to get different angles, things of that nature. Pour the concrete in a manner where they're not gonna have to pull a bunch of it. I do hop out right here, start pulling wire up for them. Of course, I'm itching. Like I'm always inside the pour. Like I'm itching to just help these guys. Like I'm not really, dude. I ain't ran power buggy in probably 10, 15 years, man. Like, so I really can't go there. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just not something I really like to do. It's such a I don't know. I don't want to say a meaningless position, but it just. You know what I mean? It just isn't, I don't know. It's not what I don't get that fulfillment like that. I like having the hardest positions. Here I'm just trying to help Jeremy. Like I said, he's never pulled board before. I mean, that's the first time my guy's pulling board, like ever. So it's challenging for him. Just trying to get him started in the right foot. And just need to start this over. My gut tells me I really need to just restart this video, really, because it's just so off. But I'm just gonna run it really and see, because sometimes I run stuff on YouTube and I spend a lot of time on it and I do my best effort and I think it's really good and it's like literally 3 views. I don't understand. So I'm just gonna run it. What you thinking, girl?
You don't even spend time with mom.
I don't even spend time with mom.
You always get on this.
Something like that.
This.
You don't even know what it's called, girl. Last night you were saying all I do is spend time with mom.
Yeah, you always are.
Well, last night you said I always do.
No.
Oh.
I said you love her.
Oh, I do
You
love.
don't spend time with her a lot. Like you're not spending time with her right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Girl, you better go somewhere. You're silly. Get out of here.
No.
You know darn well we are a loving family.
You are a little.
Oh yeah, I'm little. That's right. You better be respectful. You know that we're a loving family.
Yeah, we are. It's just that Aubrey's like here. She always spends the night at people's house, and she doesn't spend time with the families.
So, sometimes that is the case. Sometimes that is the case. It's good to go out and get a little bit older. You got friends, go out in this world. You know, it helps with growth, experience.
It's not fair that Aubrey gets to go.
Oh, I know. Oh, honey, it's a conversation about fairness. But life isn't always fair, though. You know that.
Life is fair.
Life is fair, really. Nuh-uh. Uh-uh.
You don't show anybody your YouTube.
I don't show nobody my YouTubes?
No.
Well, I do show them.
Fine.
So hopefully they learn, they can see, and maybe they'll like concrete now.
I'll go to get something.
Goodness, she's gone now. One swipe and go, one swipe and go. It's a trick.
This is my brother's toy.
Girl, you are silly. Why are you so
This is my
silly?
brother's
Why are you so
toy.
silly this morning? You are a little silly this morning.
This is my brother's toy.
That is your brother's toy.
He doesn't even play with it.
He doesn't even
Even he goes potty on it.
Oh, hey, we're not talking like that, girl. We don't talk like that. That's not funny. That's not funny. Girl, go find some business. Give me some time.
Over.
It flipped over. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, go find some business.
I want to stay with you.
I know you do, but I'm finishing the video real quick, okay? Let me finish this video, and then it'll be about 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes.
Take our time. We'll get this right, and then we'll go to the next.
You getting your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I got expenses.
And then I'll come out there. We'll do something, girl. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll do something.
You're a little.
Maybe we'll go cuddle with mom or something. We'll see.
She's going to work.
Whatever. She probably likes to go to work every day.
This is my brother's toy anyway.
Go behind it.
Fine.
Okay. Bye.
Bro!
Gotta match that existing.
I feel like these hostage situations are easier to deal with than it is sometimes. I feel like you're negotiating with hard negotiators. No, I'm just teasing. I've tried to have a balance and stuff as far as like, really at the end of the day, man, my family is the whole reason I do anything. I get up, work, do YouTube, do anything. So, I mean, there's a level of, I don't know. I don't even really know what I'm trying to say, really. But like, my family's just part of my life. Like, I try not to I try to just make it all work. You know what I mean? You two all love it. I can't bring my kids' business. That's a little much. But anyways, I'm just getting off track. Let me try to get back on this video a little bit. But as far as family and things like that, man, that's what we're all doing this for. But that's why everybody's trying to advance their life, to get better, get more skill, get their money right, get everything. So that's the motivation. That's what we're doing this for. So at this point in the pour, like I said, man, I ran power buggy. My goal is to just shove concrete as fast as I can, in this pour. I have it there now. Now I'm helping them mag it out. I mean it very politely, like Jeremy, when he runs power buggy, but he don't have to do none of this. Like, I'm already all over it. You know what I mean? If you watch any of my pours, I mean it very polite. I'm not trying to brag, but I'd have all this shit done. But it's all done. I'd have it all magged, all that, boom, boom, boom. The reality is that it's hard. I mean, they don't have all the same skills, and they don't really exactly know where to go. Like, what is the next thing? You'll see, I actually, of course, watched this video when I lived it. But during the sidewalk, I'll kind of point out that it's and I mean, it's polite. I'm not trying to be rude, but he's lost in a song. So he doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't know what he should be doing. And I know, my every movement is so precise that, like I said, I'm not wasting any time before people, it's hard to explain. I'll get to it when we get to the sidewalk part. But here's a big thing, when I'm kind of breaking it down to him, he's doing a great job sawing, but he's not pulling back enough. He's just kind of sawing in place a little bit. And honestly, I'm not trying to be negative, but even after we had talked about it, he even kind of explained that too. He's like, man, I'm doing a lot of sawing, but here, I try to break it down for him best I can.
So your saw technique is good. Start with the saw.
Yeah, I mean, I start with a saw and I pull it, you know what I mean? And I hate to say it like this, it just,
Try to pull big amounts
I know it may look easy for me. I mean, it honestly is easy, but I mean, like I said, I've also been pulling this tool for, 10, 15 years, man. It's hard to really explain to people, but I originally pulled, here, let me put it in perspective for you real quick. Let me put it in perspective, and it's already 10, 15 minutes in this video. I'm sure, anyways, let me just get to my point, because I'm sure the audience level is low at best. My very first day pouring concrete, first of all, I was fucking probably a 17, 18-year-old kid, you know what I mean, didn't really know shit. Shit, bro, I fucking put gasoline in the motherfucking hydraulic tank the first day, my first fucking day. They had me on power bomb running the shit, and I was like, gas it up, man. I'm moving quick and shit. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know. I opened the first cap I seen, that motherfucker was the hydraulic reservoir. And fuck, man, if you don't know, and you can't put gasoline with no fucking hydraulic fluid. Man, next thing you know, it was bubbles and shit coming out, the whole fucking power buggy about to explode. Shit was crazy. But it was a lesson learned, you know what I mean? So I guess my point is, I've come a long way. I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm better than anybody. I can guarantee you, but I've come, a long way. And now at the age of 34, but I could rebuild a whole power, but I could take every inch of it apart. I could take the motor, engine, hydraulic pump, fucking Lovejoy system, and whatever you want, but I'll rebuild the whole thing, weld the frame. I've advanced my skills pretty well. I'm happy with that. But I can assure you, when I was 18, but I didn't, shit, man. I barely know how to wipe my ass, man.
Good saw,
I
bro.
really ain't know shit.
Exactly what
I
it
wasn't
starts
born with no fucking
Starts with a
innate
good saw.
skills or whatever it may be, but they can be learned through time. But getting back to it, it's very important too. I see, like, you gotta pull towards the middle. Sorry, last point I wanted to make is I came up on the 2x4s. Like, they were 2x4s, they're made out of magnesium. Like, they're much harder to grab. Like, you had to be like way stronger. So like, I came up the hard way, dog. Like, we used to do this shit with 12 footers on a 2x4, bro. I did that for like 5 years before we switched over to these good screeds. I worked for so many people, man, that did it a very ignorant way and did things a very, very, very stupid way. And I will say it was probably one of the best ways for me to learn. So you learn a lot through adverse situations, but yeah, that's about all I can really say about that. And once again here, like, I know this seems hard and shit for Jeremy and these other guys, but like I said, this is something, bud, that has to be your mind frame. Like, I gotta get all my edges and shit cool. Like, and you'll see too when I go to the sidewalk, like, there's another little weird thing that happens. Like, basically what I'm magging around right now, believe it or not, that little thing, man, it'd be fucking people all the way up, bro. It'd be fucking people all the way up. And actually here I make a mistake. I meant to put a little piece around it. I would have just poured around if it's my house. Some homeowners are overly concerned about everything. So for electricity this big, put a piece of we end up doing it, of course. But ooh, there's a ninja in here.
Yeah, I forgot about this guy right here.
I'm just gonna ignore it. I gotta get back to my video. But yeah, so I'm pouring the concrete. Da-da-da. It is a ninja! How'd you sneak in here? Sneaky. It's a paper stealing ninja. You can take some paper, but that's fine. But it is important to mag around here because I'm about to put my board across it and things like that, so it does have to be magged pretty well.
It'll take 3.
You want to take 3? That's fine. Go ahead. Go have some fun.
I'm gonna see.
What are you building? What are you doing? What are you constructing?
I'm gonna build them. Like what we build at, sometimes seeing people build at art. They have tape and they put it around. Make a circle, put it on, and then they do and they use the same thing, and then they start and they do this.
Okay. Let me see. Can I see it when you're done?
I can do it right here.
I'm gonna finish up this video. Do you want to do it out there? No, I'll come see it.
What is he doing?
Nothing. He's building something.
Gonna be done.
Like 50 days, 100 days, 6 sleeps. Like a little bit longer, maybe.
You said it a bit.
I know. You know how us parents are.
You always work hard.
We do work hard. It's true. Getting ready to pull out of this pour. Once again, it's just back and forth. Like I said, I think a lot of people, if you can get a saw, it starts with a good saw technique, as I explained in this video. But at the end of the day, like, if you can saw, pull back, and do a little bit of back and forth, like, that's all it is. And I'm not trying to be rude, man. I've ran a business, man, and made millions of dollars on that technique alone. But I can run a concrete business because I can pull board and command a pour well. Yeah, that's why I make millions of dollars. That's why my business has brought in millions of dollars. Is because I can pull board efficiently and pull it very well. And I'm not trying to go there. It's funny because like I got a 10-year-old daughter that I haven't. You see 2 of my kids. The only one you have.
Get paper to make a cat.
Oh, okay.
I'm making a cat.
Okay, you do it, girl. I got a 10-year-old, and we work on confidence training, man. Confidence training is so darn important. But my 10-year-old daughter is very confident, and she asks confident questions and asks me, things. But anyway, she had asked me. She said, Dad, do you think you're the best? Are you the best board puller? And I had to sit and think about that. Now, first and foremost, that's a tricky question. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. I won't tell you what I told. Well, I will tell you what I told her, but let me tell you what's going on in my head. I'm a man, I'm a human being, and I've lived a lot and I've seen a lot. Do I know I'm the best? No, I know I'm not the best. I know that there's billions of people on this world, and the reality is there probably is another Justin Fafard out there that, you know what, he pushed a little bit harder than me, he's a little bit bigger, he's a little bit stronger than me, he's a little bit smarter than me, all of the above. And you know what, he probably is better at pulling board than me. But that level of thinking and critical level of thinking is not a conversation I'm ready to have with my 10-year-old daughter. At the end of the day, I'll tell her this: absolutely, honey. I think my skills. I love to compete. I'm a competitor. That's what I do. And all competition is using your mind and body. Whoever uses it better will win. So in that regard alone, I do believe I'm the best. I believe I could compete with anybody. And on the right day, the right sauce, the right luck, competition, may have me, higher than anybody else. So I had to answer that question somewhat dishonestly, and tell her the truth was, yeah, I really do, for sure, for sure. So, and obviously, as a father, man, you can answer that question however you want. There's a lot of different angles. I'm not saying it's a right, wrong, whatever, but yeah, I would say my skills compete with anybody. How you compare these things is tricky. Every concrete's different environment, so it's not like somebody in, some place in the world could compare. I mean, it's a little hard to compare, but it becomes obvious once you work with somebody. Like, for example, if I was to work alongside somebody for a month or 2 weeks or something, like, eventually men have an understanding of who the top dog is, bro, and you can look and see what other men can do. You're like, man, that motherfucker's a dog, bro. He get busy. And I'll admit, I've never really been around another human being where I'm like, ooh, that motherfucker got more smoke than me in the concrete game. I just never have, you know what I mean? I watch the internet a lot. There are talented people out here. There are people that can compete with me, but to sit here and act like they gonna, smoke somebody out the water or blow somebody out the frame, like that's a little much. But right here, man, I'm going on some slick back and forth techniques here. Once again, these are the type of techniques you just can't do with pulling more with two people, man. So I just, like I said, I teach my guys to pull with one person. We don't start with two people, but that's a bad way of teaching. And honestly, I don't really even know why anybody would waste their time. I mean, if you can do it well and do it efficiently with one, then you're not going to get twice the amount of efficiency out of two. Then there's really not a lot of justification to accept diminished return. I guess I would have to ask the smartest people in the world, when is it a good time to accept diminished return? And I think anybody with a fully functioning brain would be able to answer that pretty easily. I mean, it's never a time to accept diminished return. If you can get, this type of return from something, it would be hard to accept a diminished type of return.
You got a little bit in there?
Couple things on the sidewalk, pours and things like that. You do want to get like half buggies. Like me and the driver have a little issue, not serious, it just happens, it's normal, where I don't cut him off fast enough, and I've got a little too much in here. It does not overall become a problem because once I kind of dump it cool, and it's 4 foot wide. If it's a 3 foot wide sidewalk, I hate 3 foot wide sidewalk. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not gonna go there, but I'm just not gonna go there, especially up against the house because it's just like so tight, man. But here, and once again, I mean this really politely, and I do kind of try to point it out later on in the video. You can tell I'm frustrated a little bit. Like, this is a situation too where Jeremy this is his first time. I mean this politely. Walter needs to hurry up, man. He takes so fucking long, and it's not that I'm trying to be mean or nothing to him. He's amazing, but he has to understand, like, he needs to help Jeremy here. Like, he lets me dump a whole nother time. Like, the shit been Darby, bro. It's done. Like, it's done. I don't even really honestly know what he's doing. But it's like, man, you need to have more wherewithal and understanding to know, like, first and foremost, bro, initial Darby and be done with it. Like, I can't even tell what he's doing right now, but he needs to be helping Jeremy. To leave him on an island like this is bad. What they're used to is me pulling that board. Like, I would have had everything already graded. I would have had everything magged. Like, I'm wire pulled up. And I'm just sitting here waiting for more concrete by myself. And he's used to that. You can't do this with a first time guy, you know what I mean? Like, it's just unacceptable. The initial start of this sidewalk is astronomically slow, and it'll kind of shows in the times. Like, I'm already 25 minutes in, like, I ain't trying to be funny, man. 30, 40 minutes in, we've been done. I had all this poured in. And like I said, I'm going to point out here real soon. First of all, this driver takes forever. I don't know what he was doing, lost in the sauce. It took him like a full minute to even start discharging concrete. This is a big pot. This is a big power load too. Like, but anyways. And once again, my goal is to go as fast as possible, man. Like, fast as possible. That's why I get so much concrete in here, and they're like kind of confused and don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not wasting my time. Like, a lot of times I watch Jeremy and other people. They always do the opposite of what I tell them to do. So they want to use the other machine. We got to screw the other tool. They got to scrape it 6, 7 times, and they just don't understand how much time and how wasteful of time that is. I don't really say nothing because I just learned to let things go, man. But once again, here's like, well, I gotta go get him. Like, what are you doing, baby? Where you at? Did you think he was gonna do this all by himself? I'm like, I look like he's just kind of walking around aimlessly. I'm like, what are you doing? This shit been Darby. Shit was Darby 10, 15 minutes ago, but that's what I kind of explained. Like, you need to be helping him, bro. He's like so overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I know what's going on in his head. He's overwhelmed. He's got way too much. I want to speak to something. I'm gonna try to blur out this homeowner, but I want to say something. I should have honestly did her a favor and told her to get out of the way, and she needs to move and remove herself from this job site. Not that I'm trying to be mean to her, but let me explain to you a couple small things that I've had. I'm not trying to be funny. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'll try to make them quick. One of the worst ones I'd actually seen where a gentleman actually, this lady was so upset she ended up suing his company. I was working for another guy. Lady was very similar situation.
Hi.
I don't care. The kids been walking in and all that. Don't worry.
Alright, I'm leaving.
You getting out?
Yeah.
I love you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
If like I said, Mom will take the twins if you want.
Okay.
Jace has a game at like 1, but I told her to call you, so make sure you have your phone by you.
All right, baby.
Alright. I'll see you in a bit.
I love you. You have a good day. Sorry, but anyways, kind of getting back on the mindset a little bit on the board puller. Like, this is his first time, bro. He needs Walt there. Like, he needs somebody that he's worked with, you know, for the last couple years, a long time. And my position is like, I have to get concrete in here, but I don't have time to just like walk around aimlessly. Sometimes, Walt, I feel like too, I'm kind of an asshole, so I'm hard to communicate with. I don't think maybe Walt didn't have the comfortability to ask me and tell me, hey man, you need to Darby this shit. You need to do this, bam. I need to go there with him because like I'll do all that shit. I can always do more. Like I can always do more positions. Like I do this whole fucking job by myself, but I have to coordinate it differently. So it's like, and that's maybe even something between me as a leader. I need to be a little bit more easy to approach and things like that. So I mean, I am easy to approach, but it's like it's the heat of the moment. We're moving fast. I can't get on Walt too much about that. But once again, he needs the help. And this is again, dude. Like I said, she's just walking around so aimlessly. But let me get back to what I was gonna say earlier because now I remember now. Sorry, let me get my point. Similar situation. Just got a lady, and it seems innocent. It seems innocent in nature. Hey, I just want to see this. This is my house. I don't have a right to see. It's not that you don't have a right to see. And to tell you the truth, I do have a right to tell you to get out of my job site. You're in my way, and you're inhibiting this job. And believe it or not, there's some legality that says if you inhibit somebody's job, that contractor can sue you. It's not a joke. You can't just like stand in front of the truck. I mean, believe it or not, that's a crime. You are obstructing official business. I go on and on. You just can't do it. It'd be first of all, it's rude. Let these people work and do their job. But let me get to the extreme situation. A situation where a very almost exact situation, sidewalk, whole thing, exactly the same situation. Lady's just standing. She puts a chair the whole night, and I even tell my buddy, I was like, man, what you need to? He's like, no, it'd be all right, man. She cool. Boom, boom, boom. Well, she really did turn out to not be that cool. What happens is when concrete dumps, it can splatter sometimes. And I'm not trying to be funny or exaggerate or nothing, bro. What really happened was a piece of concrete splattered, and it did go right in her fucking eyeball. It did go right in her eyeball. She ends up I thought she was dying. I thought a bee stung her. I thought she was dying. She's like, all freaking out. Do you need more paper, bud? Do your
Maybe
thing.
just two.
Go ahead, take two.
Because I'm gonna like fold it, because it's gonna be a sweeper.
Okay.
Like I'm sweeping the ground, you'll get to see it.
Oh, nice. I'll take a look at it here in a little bit. I got 2 minutes. It's freaking out, kind of acting crazy, and I'm not trying to be funny, bro. That was a bad one. Police were not called on that one and shit like that. But she did end up suing, bro. It claimed that she had cataracts, destroyed her eye, cataracts, all that shit. And that's a situation where she should have been told to leave. But man, you can't be here. It's unsafe for you to be here. Here's the worst one that I've ever seen. I'll try to make it quick because I literally don't have a lot of time. Guys pulling a power buggy, starting it. And I see it. I have a perfect view of it. It's funny, but not funny. She's just too stupid and just walks right behind him. Like, she walks right behind him. And he's a 300-pound man, dude. She's 120 pounds, frail face. I'll admit, he pulls back, cracks her right in her face, breaks a lot of bones in her face. But that dude ended up going to fucking jail, bro. It was that serious. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing about it. You know, she's freaking out, acting like the shit's on purpose and all. And I even tell the cops, I'm like, well, I'm not trying to be funny, but she walked right into it. You know what I mean? Honestly, he went to jail. I'm not going to go through all the details of the situation. But it's like, it's serious, man. You have to tell these people to leave, man. And I'm not trying to be rude. It's always women, bro. It's always women. They're just so, they don't understand the level of danger that they're walking. They just think they're allowed to be there. I've had conversations with people. I've been telling them, you have to move. I'm coming through here with a machine. It's a couple ton. If I hit you with this, ma'am, you can't stand right here. You can't put your head underneath my tire. I'm sorry, ma'am. And so you will see that a lot, but you need to tell the people to get out the way, because I'm telling you, it can go bad. I'm not trying to be funny, and I seen it too, bro. It crushed her whole face, bro. She was busted so much blood, it did look like a murder scene. It was one of the terrible things I've ever seen. But man, I hope this video was helpful, man. I'm kind of getting towards the end of it. I hope that the on-site training helps you, man. If you want to do concrete, I'm your guy. I teach you things, whatever you need to know, bud. It's a great career. You make millions of dollars like me if you can learn it all and be a dog and you want to learn business. But this video is getting ready to wrap up. If you find it entertaining, like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm out.